We are in a pretty decent lobby right now. 2 S4 players, another S0 player, myself at S2, and then 3 A rank players. So this is a pretty stacked lobby. We should get some competitive gameplay here. And let's see if we can get a win in this good lobby. Resort A, hole 1. Nothing special about this hole. You would expect birdies all around.
Nice shot.
Eagles are rare on this hole. Usually on stroke 2, I'm just trying to set myself up for an easy birdie. Get the aim right. I'll go about 3.5 with no backspin and hope to roll up nicely to the hole.
Nice shot.
So we do, yeah, we miss, uh-oh, this is bad. We misread the wind and we misread the power as well. So not a good place to be on the fringe, 8 yards to go. And the terrain map says it's flat, but it kind of looks like it slopes. I'll move slightly over just in case. And we sink the birdie putt from the fringe, which keeps us from falling behind, which is not something we want to do in a good lobby like this. Wow, so not as many birdies as you would expect. 4 birdies, 4 pars. Resort A, hole 2. So we had Resort A, hole 1. Now we're on hole 2. Funny RNG. Tricky wind for this hole, though, that's for sure. This hole might put some separation in the standings. Let's see if we can be on the positive end of that separation. You know, I usually get the power right on this hole. It's more so the wind that's the tricky part.
Nice shot.
And we actually read the wind pretty decent there. And we roll pretty nicely, actually. A little more power might have got us the hole in one, but 14 feet putt, pretty good place to be. So we sink that, giving us 20 points. I wasn't watching the left of the screen. I don't know what the other competitors have gotten so far. Yeah, so we got two eliminated. And I think Shiz was S4, so that's good for us. And Classic A hole 10. These holes, man, these are interesting holes. Funny RNG today. But I like this hole. Again, you would expect most people to birdie this hole, keeping the standings tight.
Nice shot.
And similarly to Resort A hole 1, eagles are pretty rare, and I usually just try and set myself up for a birdie opportunity. An easy birdie opportunity. So I'm gonna go about 3.5, no backspin. Maybe like 3 2/3, but we really gotta get the wind right here. That looks pretty good.
Nice shot.
Okay, needed a little more power. Read the wind pretty decent, but just needed more power.
Nice on.
24 feet for a birdie putt. Nice, we just snuck in there.
Nice birdie.
I did overcompensate for the terrain a little bit, but still made the birdie. And yeah, as you'd expect, almost all birdies all around. 1 par from Garrett. But 30 points going into hole number 4. Pretty good spot to be, especially in a good lobby like this. The worst thing that could happen when you're playing with people better than you is to go down. When you're playing from a deficit, especially against people better than you, it gets tough, that's for sure. So definitely going to go for the island shot here. Just got to make sure we get the wind right. I think that should be fine.
Nice shot.
And we adjust correctly, land barely on the fairway, but we are on nonetheless. And I usually like to 3-iron here, but since we're on the back end of the fairway, I don't think we're going to make it, so I'm going to have to spoon this here. I do think we're going to roll quite a bit with the spoon, though.
Nice shot.
If we clear the bunker, we're... Oh, yeah, okay, that was way too much. I probably could have even 3-ironed it there. So, I guess we're going for a birdie at this point. But I haven't seen any eagles roll in yet, so if we get a birdie here, we won't be behind. Yeah, that was always a tough eagle chip. But again, only 6 feet away for a birdie putt. So no complaints here.
Nice.
Yeah, and no eagles there. So we're going into the final hole with 40 points. So we've been playing well. We are tied for first, though, and only 3 points ahead of third and fourth. Classic B, hole 14. Let's see what happens here. In all honesty, this could go to a closest to the pin, a tee off. And the person we're tied with, the girl with purple hair, she's S4. So we can beat her. That would be good for our elo and good for our ranking. No wind here. I'm still going to go over here. We might end up in the rough, but that's okay.
Nice shot.
Ooh, and look at that. She's in the water. That's what we like to see. And we are on the fairway. That was a great shot. At this moment, I am liking our chances. We are uphill. So our ball will sail less distance, but I'm tempted to go backspin here. Like that. Uh-oh. So he just got an eagle, which means we have to eagle this to win, because if we get a birdie, he'll beat us by 1 point. So pressure's really on now. We need an eagle to win. To backspin or to not backspin? I think I'm not going to go backspin. I think that's what I'm going to do here.
Nice shot.
And a good decision to not backspin. Wow. We make this putt, we win in the stacked lobby nonetheless. 8.6 feet. I like our chances here. And there it is, a 54-point performance against multiple S4 players, a couple of other S-ranked players, some A ranks, and 54 was needed to win. That's how good this lobby was. Wow, so well played to the guy in second. 51 points. It's tough to lose on 51 points, but unfortunately for him, Sensei comes out on top with a 54-point performance, and that should be some pretty decent elo. Let's take a look. Holy, look at that. That's probably the most elo I've ever gained in one game since getting to S rank. So that is good to see. That's going to be it for today's video. If you enjoyed that content, make sure to subscribe. I've got a lot more content coming out on our road to infinity rank. Peace.